Welcome to the February edition of the Trojan Tailgate. I'm Chris Brandt. The winter sports season is off and running with men's and women's basketball and volleyball getting underway, and wrestling will start up in February. Last week, the women's basketball team fell at Kirkwood, and the NIACC men's basketball team dropped decisions to Kirkwood and Indian Hills. The number 15 NIACC volleyball team went 2-1 in their matches this past week. The Trojans topped Southwestern, dropped a 3-2 decision at number 18 Hawkeye Community College, and then had a thrilling victory over Northeast Community College 3-2, the number 17 team ranked in the country. In the match against Hawkeye Community College, sophomore Becca Steffen recorded her 1,000th career assist, becoming the 12th player in school history with 1,000 career assists. Steffen now ranks 11th on the school's career list with 1,055 assists. This week, the basketball teams will host Southeastern on Wednesday and then host Iowa Western on Saturday. The volleyball teams will play at Kirkwood on Thursday, and then they go to Iowa Western on Sunday. Now let's get to an interview with NIACC volleyball coach Chris Brandt.
We're here with NIACC volleyball coach Chris Brandt for tonight's Trojan Tailgate and talk a little NIACC volleyball. You got your season started last week with 3 matches. You beat Southwestern, lost a tough one to Hawkeye, and then won a tough one thriller against Northeast. Just talk about the first week of the season and what you like.
The first week of the season was definitely brutal. You know, when you go back-to-back matches with 5 sets and, you know, bodies are already tired, and we've said from day one we've got to figure out how to preserve bodies when we have the schedule that we do. And so that was a really good thing for me to learn, is when we do have things like that, moving forward, what we have to do maybe. And, you know, every practice is going to look a little bit different. We're not always going to have everybody at 100%, but they can give 100% of what they got. And that's kind of what we've been talking about this whole time, is making sure that whatever you have in your tank, whatever you can give, whatever the trainer says you can give, you give. And that's got to be the best that we can do.
And it's different from other years you've played 1 conference match a week, and then maybe you went to a weekend tournament and played 4 matches, so you're still getting, but how is that different this year with 3 conference matches and no tournaments on the weekend?
Right. You know, I was just thinking about that last night, because with our canceled match, you know, and thinking, wow, we would have had 4 matches, but it is not really a lot of uncommon, but I think the difference is there's a lot more maybe downtime. So, you know, honestly, if we could go to a tournament on the weekend, yeah, that's Friday, Saturday, and 4 matches. But a lot of times, you know, we get a lot more girls in, and so we can share the love, we can share the burden on our bodies. And then you for sure have Sunday off, and sometimes Monday or a light practice, depending on the following schedule. And so just, I don't know, it was just a different mindset, and I think that's just kind of the way the season is learning as we go.
Let's go back to those 2 5-set matches. You lost one on Wednesday or Tuesday, and then one on Thursday. Did you maybe learn a little something on Tuesday that you took to Thursdays?
Absolutely. We made a lot of unforced errors, and that doesn't necessarily mean because we weren't doing a great job of working with our strengths and our weaknesses. It was more so that we just weren't disciplined enough to really think about our errors. And, you know, serving back-to-back errors, or starting the match out or the set out with an error, just making some of those errors that you really can't make with close sets. We learned that a lot. Now, unfortunately, we came back Thursday, 5-set, and we made more errors per set. Our average was higher, and they were tired. I mean, clearly by the end you could tell that they've spent everything that they had, and we won, and that's a great feeling to know that they didn't have to give up on themselves, or they didn't give up on themselves either night. But looking at the breakdown of when the errors happen and stuff, I think that was a huge eye-opener at practice, knowing that they had to work real hard when they make those kind of errors.
And then let's talk a little bit about freshman Grace Tobin, 3 matches in. And going into Sunday, she was, I think, 2nd in the nation in kills. What stands out about her, or what does she bring into you guys early on?
You know, Grace is a competitor, and, you know, she can't do what she can do without a great pass and a great setter. And so our team is just complementing each other really well, and she's taking care of the ball. You know, she came in already strong, but she's learned, I feel like, lots of little things, biomechanics that are just allowing her to utilize her strengths and add to what she already came in with.
And then Tuesday's highlight, Becca Steffen getting her 1,000th career assist. I mean, you reach 1,000 in anything, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm really excited for her. You know, she always works so hard in practice, regardless what she's doing. And, you know, this year she's really stepping up, not just saying, calling plays, but she's requesting, yeah, hey, we need a better passer, or hey, if you don't know the play, you've got to ask me so we can run these things. And so she has taken a huge step up in the leadership role. So having her reach that milestone so early in the season, I'm just super excited for her, and she really deserves it because she just works so hard.
And then she proved, I mean, she's more than just a setter. I mean, she had that huge hit against Northeast.
Yeah.
I've watched that on replay a few times. I mean, she hit that thing straight down.
Yeah, I think all of us coaches have watched it on rewind and slow-mo just to watch the faces from the opponent because they were like, where'd that come from? You know, she has definitely been a unique setter for us, and it's hard for me not to play a 6'2" because she is such a talented hitter. But, you know, in volleyball, it's so nice when you have one person primarily running the offense and communication's better. And so, you know, we were going to be able to play around with it because we do have a very talented incoming or a freshman setter, Sammy. And so they're able to kind of play off each other a little bit so that we can use her arm because it's pretty darn amazing.
So now, I mean, you got a little break. Sunday you didn't play, and now you don't play Tuesday, and now... Is that good that you have a little time before Thursday's match against Kirkwood?
It is. You know, this year our gym schedule is a huge issue, making sure that all three teams that share it, or all 4 or 5, with some night activities in there. And so having some changes, we ended up having a light practice yesterday, which was really good because today they were supposed to have off, but now we're going to have a night practice. And again, we're going to plan on doing a light practice so that we can focus on the little things. And then Tuesday, a little scout time, but no gym time. And then Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m., we've got to practice because basketball's at home. And, you know, so all of those things kind of cause just some havoc. But, man, I think the team is doing a really good job of being flexible when, you know, we had to make the change yesterday, and now I've added a little practice today, and, you know, we're just going to try to take one ball at a time, one day at a time.
In another conference match, another rated team. You're probably expecting another tough match against Kirkwood.
Oh, we are expecting a battle, and we're really excited to battle with them. You know, Kirkwood is notorious for being a solid program, and they're definitely not going to back down, and I don't think your Trojans are going to back down. After seeing what we saw last week, I think they're going to fight every point.
There's Chris Brandt with our Trojan Tailgate.